Right, people, welcome back to the FM Talks channel. And today, we're just doing some transfer news since I ain't really got nothing to do, innit? Really got nothing to do. But yeah, I've got my phone here and we're gonna get right into it. Latest news: Dortmund are in for Renato VEIGA. I'm not sure why. I say I'm not sure why, but I'm not sure why because I think Dortmund already have a couple centre backs. I'm not sure what transfers have been going on there. I'm not sure if they've lost a few key positions in their back line, but Renato VEIGA will definitely be, a player that I think they play a back three or back two. Doesn't matter. He can play left back. He can play centre back. He can play a bit in DM. So it's good. It's good depth for them. And Dortmund are one of those clubs that they can turn silver into a freaking diamond. You get me? So it'll be a good deal for them, depending on how much they can get him for. Either way, I think it's probably around 35-40 million for Renato VEIGA. I think they could easily flip that if they wanted. If he performs the way they want him to, they could easily get a return of like 60, pushing 65 with the way that the market is right now. So yeah, Renato VEIGA to Dortmund. It was reported by Sky Germany, so I'm not sure how reliable that really is. But I think Sky Germany, in Germany obviously, are quite reliable, so we'll see. Anyways, moving on. This came out by Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea maintain contacts active for Xavi Simons among main targets, while they also negotiate for Garnacho. The two topics remain separate as always reported, and Xavi's priority remains Chelsea move. Discussions ongoing this week with RB Leipzig. Now, first things first, Fabrizio, please shut up. Yeah, he's been recycling the same news over and over and over and over and over again. It's Xavi Simons this, Garnacho that, Xavi Simons this, Garnacho that. Basically saying the same thing. Or Xavi Simons has personal terms agreed with Chelsea, just waiting for the deal to happen. Or Garnacho is waiting on Chelsea. There's a picture of Garnacho sitting in his gym or something, waiting on Chelsea. Stop. Okay? Stop. Xavi Simons to Chelsea is definitely going to happen. And as much as I don't like it, I think that both of them are going to happen. Garnacho as well. But yeah, personal terms are agreed with both players. It's just a matter of, will Jackson leave? Well, it's a matter of, will Jackson leave? When does Nkunku leave as well? Because if Nkunku leaves, Xavi Simons comes in. And I'm really not sure where Garnacho even fits into this team. I guess, you could have Bino Gittins and Garnacho as your left wing options, and then Esteval and Pedro Neto as your right wing options. So I guess that makes sense. And Xavi Simons would be back up to Palmer and can also play left as well. So, and depending on the formation, the boss Enzo Maresca wants to do, whether he wants to play 2 10s with Xavi and Palmer, that could work out as well. So that'll be interesting. Watch this space. Moises Caicedo, it's a dream come true to play in the UCL, and I'm looking forward to it. It's an amazing feeling when you're watching on TV. You can feel it. It is different. Everybody in the whole world is watching you. It's another level. That's on Chelsea going to be playing, obviously, in the UCL this season. Loving it. You get me? Loving it. I can't wait. We're going to win this thing. We are going to win it. Whether you, man, like it or not. And by The Athletic, more news on Levi Colwill. Obviously, Levi Colwill is injured for possibly the whole season, and The Athletic said there is no sense of panic at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea feel no urgent need to delve into the summer transfer market to replace Levi Colwill. I find that interesting because I don't know. I personally think, as I've already said before, I personally think we need we need someone for Levi Colwill because it's such a big loss. And as I've said, left-footed centre-back should play. Your left centre-back should be left-footed. I've already explained this multiple times. It's easier for a left-footed centre-back to play on that side because when you're moving, I'm going to explain again. When you receive the ball, you can go onto your left foot and you have space to pass to your Cucurella. You have space to lob it over the opposition defense if you have that kind of pass in you. You have space to put into a midfielder. When you're right-footed and you're not confident on your left foot, once you receive that pass, you can't go onto your left foot. Your passing options are pretty much limited to if a midfielder is closer to you or if Cucurella is closer to you. And that messes up that position because when it's a left-footed left centre-back, Cucurella can bomb forward and Levi Colwill, I'm going to use here, can try and find a pass with Cucurella. Or if Cucurella's bombing forward and the midfielder is coming inside, you have more options. There's more options when it's a left-footed left centre-back than when it's a right-footed left centre-back. Because once you're right-footed, you receive the ball onto your left foot, but then you're going to have to put it back on your right foot. And then you're back, back facing the opposition attacker that's coming to you. So that means you're going to have to probably pass it back to the player that just gave it to you. And that could cause problems in the defense. So, Piero Hincapié, bro. You get me? Piero Hincapié. Just, obviously, there is long-term things. What happens when Levi Colwill is back? He's not going to be the same player once he's back. He's going to have a recovery. If you've seen Alphonso Davies' leg after his ACL, it looks slim. Yeah, there's like no muscle left in that leg. And Alphonso Davies, if you've seen him, he's a physical built player, but his right leg looks like he doesn't use it to walk. That's how bad it is. But I'll probably try to put a picture up for it, but it's crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. And should I do, how many more news should I do? I'll do this one on Fabrizio. I'm told Chelsea are not actively in talks to sign Donnarumma. Sorry, no talks, no negotiation. Chelsea are not working on this one, so forget about Donnarumma. Fabrizio has come out and confirmed Chelsea have said no to Donnarumma. And quite frankly, I'm not surprised. I'm genuinely not surprised because Donnarumma, in possession of the ball, his distribution is not the best. Yes, his shot stopping is one of the best in the world, if not the best, But his distribution, which is important, we saw what Robert Sanchez was doing against PSG, against their own team. The passes he was finding to the forward line, to the midfield, was absolutely brilliant, and that's what helped us win that game. So Donnarumma's distribution is not the best, and I think Donnarumma is probably going to join Manchester United. I think that's the destination for him, but we'll see in it. But yeah, no talks between Chelsea and Donnarumma, but we'll see what happens there. And before I end this video off, I'm just going to scan through a couple of news. Obviously, Tottenham interested in Savinho, which I think is very good for them. Savinho being a right-footed winger. I've heard people trying to tell me that Savinho is a right winger, he's better on the right wing. You man don't watch football, because quite clearly when you see Savinho play football, he would suit being played on the left wing. Him playing on the right wing limits his options in a sense that all he can really do is cross. A right-footed winger on the right wing is a PMP winger, unless you're Leroy Sané. But obviously, some wingers will make it work. Right-footed right wing, like Rafinha, like Leroy Sané. These players have made it work. But in this modern day, you would like your fullback, your left wing or right winger to be able to cut in, because it gives them more options. You can shoot, you can cross, you can cut back in, and you can put in a low cross with your weaker foot, every player works on their weaker foot. Every single player works on that Rika foot. So that's how it's gonna be. You can cut in, you can go down the line, cut back in as well. There's many things you can do once you're right-footed left winger. Once you're right-footed right winger, I think your options are more limited. But yeah, Jack Grealish to Everton. Here we go. Kingsley Coleman's gone to Saudi, which is wow. You know, just wow. Did not see that one coming. Bayern have lost a couple of their wingers, you know. But Leroy Sané going to Galatasaray and Kingsley Coleman going to Saudi. Al Nassr. It is what it is really, but yeah. Any more news I want to cover? There's not much I want to cover. I'll just do a quick scan through here. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts, guys. Oh, this is interesting. Eberechi Eze could be joining Tottenham. That's crazy. Are Spurs gonna hijack the Eberechi Eze deal? Eberechi Eze keen on Tottenham move as Palace are informed of his desire to play Champions League football. In case you didn't know, Eberechi Eze was supposed to be close to joining Arsenal. Arsenal working on this deal for months. Instead of just going in straight for Eze, they gave us 50 million or 52 million, you know, plus add-ons for Noni Madueke. And if you've been watching Noni Madueke there on the left wing, as I've said, left-footed left winger, all he's doing is crossing. Literally all he's doing is dribbling, is shimmy down the line, cross, and is hitting the first defender or is getting blocked. And Gyökeres, even though he did score a header, is not the best at heading. But we'll see. Eberechi Eze is keen on a Tottenham move. Wow. Are Arsenal really gonna allow Tottenham to hijack their Eze move? This will absolutely work for both Eze and Tottenham. Because if Eze is going to Arsenal, what positions can he play? He can play the midfield role, the cam role, which Odegaard's playing, their captain, and that left wing role. I believe Eze is left-footed, which is another thing. He's going to be crossing again. Even though Eze is better than Madueke. Eze's got more to his game than Madueke. But you get what I'm trying to say. Because Eze usually plays on the left half space, not the left wing. He usually plays on the left half space, where he can drive and he can find a shot from that left half space. If you push him over to the left wing and someone else is taking that left half space, you've limited his game so much. And that's not Eze's game. But Tottenham, with Maddison out and Frank, what's their coach's name? I think his name is Frank. Thomas Frank, yes, it is Frank. With Thomas Frank being the new coach there and having worked with similar players in his time at Brentford, where, you know, Damsgaard, Wissa, and Mbeumo, Schade. Is it Schade or Schada? The German guy, you know. He's German, innit? I don't know why he's German. He should not be German. I think he should be. I'm not sure what country he's from. I'm not going to make assumptions. But I don't think he's made a debut for Germany. So he could probably play for his, you know. Not going to say much. I'm not going to say much. But yeah. Thomas Frank with Eberechi Eze, I think Spurs could cook. Apart from their striking options, which I think are not the best. But with Thomas Frank, actually, he has this tendency of being, you know, he has this knack to be able to work with strikers. You know, he can get players scoring, like the way he got Wissa and Mbeumo scoring. So, wow, Spurs could actually be on something. With Kudus on the right wing, you have Solanke. I believe he's injured right now, but he should be back. Solanke at a strike position and Savinho at left wing. Spurs could cook. And with Eze coming in as the cam, and the DMs, I believe, are Bissouma and Pape Matar Sarr. I'm not sure about the midfield. Their defense, Mickey Van de Ven is the fastest man alive. Romero, you know, Romero is the aggressor. Van de Ven is the calm head. Then you've got Pedro Porro and Destiny Udoji or Jed Spence. I believe Jed Spence can play. The team is actually not too bad. And is Vicario still there? I'm not sure. But yes, Spurs could have a decent team. Arsenal are looking like they could be in the mud. But yeah. One last thing before I leave. Liverpool will bid again for Isak. As always, planned since July. Isak has basically come out and said he's not going to play a game for Newcastle United again. So he's basically ended his career there. Which is, I don't know why he's doing this. Actually, let me be honest here, it's never this deep. Newcastle are playing Champions League football. But how is their team getting ripped apart? Make it make sense. I don't know why this reaction from Isak, because I think it's quite pathetic, to be honest. But it is what it is, man. It really is what it is. I don't know why he's doing that. I think he could just stay Champions League football with Newcastle, just one more season. What's wrong with that? And when you wait that season extra, you could get moves to the top clubs. You could get a move to Bayern. You could get a move to, I'm not sure about PSG, but you know, the Madrid clubs. Maybe not the Madrid clubs, just Real Madrid. But to be fair, like, there's not much of a... To be fair, Newcastle have reached that point that the only step above them is the big six in the Prem, PSG, Bayern, what other clubs? The two dominant sides in La Liga, and that's about it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say. But I think it's really pathetic from Isak to do that to the club that took a chance with him, because he was an unknown, like the Ekitike, and Newcastle took a punt on him and made him the player yesterday. So I think it's really disrespectful what he's doing to them. But it is what it is. I think Liverpool are gonna have to joke. Liverpool are taking the piss as well. They're actually taking the piss. It's very disrespectful what's happening to Newcastle. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this off here. Let me know your thoughts on all the news, and I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.